Hey guys, Squirrely Shock here, and I just wanted to talk about Sonic Team, the current state of Sonic Team, and the upcoming Sonic movie. It's coming out soon. Sometime later this year, probably in the fall, I don't know. I have no idea when that's coming out, because they haven't said an exact release date or exact month or anything. It's just like 2019 Sonic movie. We've got posters and stuff where I'll talk about that in a minute, but right now, let's just talk about the current state of Sega. Okay, or Sonic Team, whatever. So, Sonic Forces came out, and I was just, I was so hyped for that game. So, Sonic Forces came out in 2017 of the fall, and before all that, there were videos of people getting hyped, theory videos, wondering who Infinite might be, his backstory, what is his role in the plot and all this stuff, and how is this game gonna be how is this game gonna play? Is it gonna have this kind of level, and I was so hyped for it because of the fact, mostly for the story. The story looked like it was gonna be a return to form with Sonic, with the whole Sonic Adventure-esque, dark themes, and Eggman's completely taken over. They have to take back the city from Eggman. Yeah. But then the game actually came out, and I thought it was going to be great because, Sonic Generations was great. That was the last game that was similar to this one. Pretty much, it said, hey, these are the same guys that worked on Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. This is going to be great. You're going to have it be just like that game. No. It's similar to that game, but it's really streamlined and linear. It's not even that challenging. The game can almost play itself. If you know how to play a Sonic game, you can just plow through this in 2 or 3 hours. It's retarded. That's why I hate it. Not because it has glitches, not because it's poorly controlled or has poor controls. It's because of the fact it controls fine. There's barely any glitches. The game plays absolutely fine, but the levels are too easy, and the game goes by way too fast, and the levels are too short, and you're just was that even a challenge? Was that even a game? Did it just play itself? Some of the bosses are a little hard. The last boss is a little hard. The final boss, that's a little bit hard, but not really. Sure, maybe I died a few times to the Infinite bosses too, but they weren't really that hard. I beat them no problem. The bosses were easy too. The whole game is easy. That's my problem with it. I was gonna do a whole in-depth review about Sonic Forces. If you guys really want to see that, I'll get that video done. It's actually almost done, but I still gotta edit it together. And it's really long. It's 26 or 28 minutes long. But that's my basic summary of Sonic Forces. And yeah, after that game, I was just I'm done. I am not buying Sonic Team's games anymore, and I'm gonna wait for a review from now on. I was hyped for that game, more than Sonic Lost World, because I knew Sonic Lost World was gonna be whatever. That game didn't interest me as much, so that's why I didn't go out of my way to play that. But with Sonic Forces, I was yeah, this is gonna be great. That's why I bought it day one. But they let me down, and they let me down with Sonic Boom as well. I thought Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric from its trailers was going to be great, was going to be fantastic. It looked like a Sonic Adventure type game. It looked all exploration and all that stuff. Like Jak and Daxter, oh my gosh, I can go over here, I can go over there, I can do all these puzzles and all this great stuff. It's like Sonic, but with puzzles and with exploration. It's really cool. I wouldn't have minded a Jak and Daxter type Sonic Adventure combination type game. That would have been so cool. But nope, that's not what Sonic Boom. That's kind of what Sonic Boom was, but not really. It was easy. It was it felt like you were playing like what people said, Nicktoons Unite, where it's just a beam up. All you do most of the game is just beat up robots, and there's a whole bunch of them. It doesn't even feel satisfying. Just boom, 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 and you just repeatedly beat them up, and it's not as fun as the Lego games. So it's not even worth playing. The story sucks. The gameplay's just, it sucks. I mean, you can play it. It doesn't have like glitches. Well, it did have glitches, and it does have glitches, but not any game-breaking glitches where you like unless you're looking for them, you can't really break the game unless you know what to do. Unless you're looking for the glitches, but like. It's not like Sonic 06 where it's like game-breaking glitches and poor level design. It's more like really easy game and repetitive gameplay that gets boring after a while. That's the thing, is I like games that are challenging, that actually grip you and go, okay, you gotta do this, and if you don't do it in this time limit, or if you... There doesn't even have to be a time limit, you can just be like, oh snap, there's really big enemies here, I gotta like jump over them, or I gotta weave around this area, or I gotta jump over here, and I'll jump over there, like make this really good big jump, or something challenging. Give me anything that like messes with me, and not just like, oh, jump, whoa, easy linear stuff. That's what I have a problem with. So anyway, it's hard to describe, but true gamers know what I'm talking about. So for a while after Sonic Forces, I was just like, this doesn't feel good to be a Sonic fan. I just can't be a Sonic fan right now. And then, a year or so passes, and I start seeing people make, new reviews, like the Geek Critique, and some other guy made like some Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 reviews, and were like, kind of lifted my spirits a bit, making me go, oh yeah, Sonic was great back in those days. Sonic was a great mascot. He had great games back then. Even Sonic Unleashed and Colors and Generations were some of my favorites. Adventure 1, Adventure 2 are always like classics to me, even though, I know Adventure 1, it has some issues because it's old and it has, bad gameplay design in some parts of it, but it still plays well to me. I still can have fun with that. It's still a classic. It's somewhat not as like amazing classic as it was back when I first played it as a kid, but it's still a classic for me mostly because of nostalgia. That's just how it is. And you can't really get rid of that because once you've played it so many times, like you know what you're doing, you know what to do, and like even if someone's like, oh, don't do it with rose-tinted glasses or whatever, like okay, yeah, Big the Cat sucks, Amy kind of is mediocre, but Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, they play just great. Even Knuckles' stages aren't even that hard. I mean, yeah, they're a little tricky sometimes to find the emeralds, but it's not really that hard. Like, if you know the controls, if you know what you're doing, you can beat that game no problem. Like, I don't see why people like go, oh, it's so glitchy, it's so old. Like, it's really not. If you know what you're doing, it's great. And yeah, the cutscenes look like crap. Well, that's because it's animated back in Dreamcast days. I mean, yeah, Adventure DX didn't really do much to make the cutscenes look better. They still look like their mouths are so messed up and everything looks, weird. I mean, at least they tried back in Dreamcast days. At least they tried. And Adventure 2 has much better cutscenes than that. At least the camera moves around and the characters are actually like talking correctly. Like their mouths don't look so weird. At least that's there. But anyway, so yeah. I was back on board as a Sonic fan a bit. I was like, okay, I didn't like Forces, I didn't like Boom, and I'm still a little shaky on Sonic Team. I'm not going to buy the next game unless I see good reviews for it. I'm going to wait for it to come out and everything. But, maybe they can redeem themselves again. Who knows? Anything can happen. Sonic Team's all over the place when it comes to their Sonic games. And, the Team Sonic Racing game that's coming out, I'm not really excited for it. Just like, okay, great, you're making another racing game, but this time it's completely focused on Sonic. Good for you. That's just beautiful. I don't care, because I've already played the other Sonic racing games, like Sonic All-Stars, Sonic and Sega Star, whatever. Sonic and All-Stars Racing, Sega and All-Stars Transform Racing, you know what it's called. Anyway, those two games, I've already played those are great. I love those games. This one just, looks very similar to it. I don't see what the big deal is. Maybe I can play as Vector in it, whoop-de-doo. I don't really see why I should get excited for it. Maybe I'll play like a demo version of it and see how it is, or just watch people play online. on the YouTube video, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it. Anyway, so with that out of the way, I'm not sure what they're gonna do like next for the Sonic game, like the big Sonic game, main title Sonic game. But hopefully they'll make one soon, or they'll announce something soon. I feel like the way that Forces was received, that's why they haven't said anything. That's why they're not like gearing up for anything right now, is because they're like, okay, well, people didn't like Forces, but they really liked Sonic Mania, because Sonic Mania Plus was amazing, because mainly because of the fans. It was developed by longtime fans. They hired people who knew what they were doing, people who had made Sonic fan games in the past. They're like, oh, you know how to make Sonic games that are like 2D and classic. We'll hire you, and you can make a classic 2D Sonic game. Because apparently people hate Sonic 4 and Episode 1 and 2. Hire these people. They did a fantastic job, because they're not Sonic Team. They're people who know what they're doing, and you gave them everything they could possibly need to make the best Sonic game, the best 2D Sonic game we've had in years. Like it's Sonic Mania Plus. If you haven't played it yet and you like 2D platformers, pick it up. It's amazing. It's for all platforms. I love Sonic Team for that. That they were able to do that and pull that off. I'm pretty sure that soon we're gonna get a Sonic movie trailer. Like, I don't know when, but they're gonna reveal the Sonic movie trailer soon. It's gonna come out, and we're gonna see Sonic in live action. He's gonna be like, "Hey, chili dogs!" And and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh no!" And that's what I hope we don't see. I hope that what we see is like a competent movie, because it could be like Detective Pikachu. It could be competent. It could actually be interesting and work. They could pull it off. But I'm still thinking they're not, because this is Paramount Pictures, and who knows what they're gonna do with the Sonic movie. We have no idea. All we know is that it's gonna be a buddy cop film where Sonic is kind of misbehaving, and this cop guy catches him and says, I can't let you be doing that. But then Eggman shows up, and he's played by Jim Carrey, and Eggman's like, ha ha, I'm gonna take over the world or something. And then Sonic's like, we gotta stop him. And Cop's like, you're right, we gotta stop him, he's a bad guy. And then they team up, and then they try to stop him. That's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a love interest somewhere too. And that's my prediction as to what because we've already got some details in the plot online, but we haven't got any cutscenes, any trailers, anything at all. So all we have are those pictures. There's leaked pictures. The first picture, which was not leaked, which was an official poster. I'm gonna show it up right here, but Sonic just looks weird. I get that they're trying to make him realistic. They're trying to make him to fit in the real world. But, it's just, why does he look like a track runner with a Sonic head on his body? It looks like a human body with a Sonic head and fur on him. It's weird. It just looks really weird. And I don't know if I'm on board for this. Oh man. I'm just afraid of what it's gonna look like. So we don't know what Sonic's gonna look like exactly, just a silhouette picture. But, there was a leaked concept poster from, according to the leaker, it was from years back when they were still figuring out Sonic's design. And you can tell this was early on because they had Chris Pratt in the photo. And so the picture, Sonic looks really weird. His cheeks are chubby, and he looks a little chunkier. He doesn't look fat, but he looks bigger than the other poster does. He looks a little bigger, a little chubbier, and he looks furrier around himself. So it looks kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese mascot. Someone said oh, it looks like a Chuck E. Cheese mascot. It looks his cheeks are really big and his eyes are it just looks so weird. It looks like a Chuck E. Cheese mascot almost. I think kind of. I would agree, kind of. It's similar. It's not completely like that. Where it's just oh, but it does look jarring nonetheless. And compared to the official, poster we got recently, that one looks, I guess, better. I don't freaking know, man. I mean, I guess the leak doesn't look terrible, but at the same time, it looks really like, what am I looking at? And so I have no idea what to expect with the trailer. I'm just saying, y'all, that the reason I'm making this video is because I'm scared, okay? I'm scared as to what they're going to reveal with this trailer. I don't know when it's going to drop. Maybe it's going to drop in February or March. I have no idea. They didn't say, but they're like saying soon. They're saying it's very soon. That's why I'm making this video right now, because they're like, oh, it's going to be soon. I'm like, oh no. If it comes out soon and I see Sonic and he's all really weird in live action, like, why can't they make him look like the video game but just give him some texture and some fur? Just sprinkle on some fur, sprinkle on some like fur texture, make him look a tad realistic, but make him look exactly how it looks in the video game. That's all you have to do. Like, seriously, Paramount, I don't care what your vision is for this movie. If you want to please the fans, if you want to please Sega, make it look like the freaking video game, because you guys are so retarded. I'm sorry to say that, but come on. You don't give him like these legs. They're like these really nice toned legs. They're like workout human legs. You don't give Sonic human legs. Like, what? Why? Why would you give Sonic human legs? They're like toned and all like specifically anatomy, specific anatomy to a human. You cannot make him look like a human hedgehog hybrid freak show thing. Like, seriously, Paramount, what is your problem? Just don't do it. I did not intend this to be a rage video. I guess that's where we're going. Oh boy. Really hoping that it doesn't look that bad. That it looks okay. That it looks passable. That you can deal with it. Because if I'm gonna be watching this movie, especially on the big screen, I'm gonna be like trying to buy into this world. I'll be looking at Sonic and I'll just be like, what am I looking at? I'll just be like, stop, and then I'll be watching the movie and I'll be so mad the entire time. Like, I'll try to enjoy it, but I'll just be like, I'll just be shaking my head and be like, why does this exist? But they could pull it off. Like, if they actually know the character and they know how he acts, and they can actually make the character look good and look similar enough to the game, then maybe we have something here. But I don't know, because my hope is that when they heard people react to the image, like the silhouette image, the one that they came out with, it was the real deal, the one that wasn't a leak, it was the actual real deal that they showed us. People were going bananas over it. They were going crazy. They were like, oh my gosh, this looks terrible, I hate it, how dare you. So many people were saying it was terrible. Everyone hated it. And so I think that they would reevaluate and reconstruct and redesign them for the movie because of that backlash. At least that's what I would do. Like, I don't care how much money or how much time it would take to redo the model. Just make it look better. Make it look like it should look from the video game. Like, seriously, Paramount. Like, you don't want... do you even care? Like, do you actually care about this movie being a good movie, or do you just want to make money? Is it all if you want to do is just make money? You're not going to make that much money, because it's Sonic the Hedgehog, okay? Sonic the Hedgehog, it has a big fan base. Yes, there's some kids in the Sonic fan base. There's some kids there that probably go see this movie and be like, I want to see Sonic. But there's not a whole lot of them that are going to do that because Sonic's not that big nowadays. It's Mario. It's all the rest of the video games. It's not Sonic. Kids aren't playing Sonic that often. I know that there's like a lot of people in the Sonic fan base, but most of them are smart. Most of them, understand who Sonic is and what he's about and what he should look. This movie's gonna be a travesty. It's not gonna make its money back if it's not made well. If it isn't good. If it isn't written well. If it isn't like if the CGI looks like crap, or it looks totally off model. You know what I mean? People aren't gonna go see it. That's just how it is. So Paramount has to care, and I hope that the backlash from the poster reveal and everything. I hope the backlash woke them up and went, oh snap, we better fix this. Because I remember seeing a picture that they posted on Twitter where it's like, can a guy work out? And I'm like, I guess, Sonic, he can work out, but that's not a good, that's not a good excuse as to why it looks like that. It's not a good response. Like, that's not what we wanted. We wanted you to revise the design, okay? Make it look like the freaking video game. Please. But I seriously doubt they're going to get it right. I'm just going to end up with a mediocre video game movie. And we're just going to be disappointed. And I wish I wasn't saying that. But the trailer will drop soon. I don't know when. They just said, oh, we're going to show it off soon. I don't know when. Maybe February. Maybe March. But I'm guessing February because February is coming just around the corner now. So hopefully it's okay, but we can only hope it'll be a decent movie at best. A decent movie at best. I don't know. It's probably going to be mediocre. It's probably going to be terrible. And that's what I'm just going to go in for because I want them to surprise me. I want them to surprise me and not make me go, what the hell am I looking at? Anyways, obviously, I work in a movie theater. I have these great, amazing posters. So I'm probably going to see the movie for free regardless of whether it's bad or not. But if it is bad, it's not going to be in my. It's not going to be a priority. If it's A, if the trailer looks like crap, and B, the reviews are bad, it's not going to be a high priority on my list. But movies like this, like Lego Movie, I'm gonna see that day one, if possible. I'm gonna see this as soon as it comes out. And then Detective Pikachu, seeing that day one, that movie looks amazing. I mean, yeah, people are like, it's a video game movie, it looks weird. The characters look so weird. Like, at least it doesn't look as jarring as Sonic does on his poster. At least the characters look like the video game. I mean, yeah, they're really fuzzy, they're kind of weird, but seriously, it looks amazing. And you just have to watch my video to understand how I feel. I put a video up of me reacting to it on my Squirrely Shock channel. I'll put a link up here if you want to go watch it. And that's all I have for you today. Let me know down below in the comments what you all think about Sonic Team and the Sonic movie. Do you think it's going to be terrible? Do you have hopes that they might actually redeem themselves and they might, have made it a better movie because of backlash, or they might have, or maybe it's been a good movie this whole time and we're just, blind to it. Maybe we're just, having doubts too much of this, what we see. It's just a silhouette. Maybe it could be amazing for all we know. So let me know in the comments below what you all think about all this, the Sonic movie and the Sonic Team and Sega. If you want to talk about Sonic Team and Sega, mostly this is supposed to be about the movie, but I want to just put that in there because it's it kind of makes me feel like it's rough being a Sonic fan. I feel better being a fan of like Steven Universe or like Mario or Super Smash Bros. Anything like that that's like it's never really that bad. It's never really terrible. It's always almost always good. You know what I mean? Like they never have like terrible, mediocre video games most of the time. Most of the time they make quality stuff. Or quality animation, quality cartoons. Because Steven Universe is cartoon. But you know what I mean. Anyway, that's all I have to say today. This is Squirrely Shock, and I'll see you guys next time. Sign out. That doesn't make sense for Sonic. I'm sorry. You can make him look a tad realistic, but you cannot make him look like a half-human, half-hedgehog freak show, okay? It doesn't work. Oh god. You don't make Sonic have freaking, like... You don't give him, like, these bite like these, you know, what do you call?